What you see here before you today is probably the unearthliest dragon deck profile. And it all begins with one simple skill, Dragon Caller. Dragon Caller, this skill you see right here, allows you to either reveal a Flute of Summoning Dragon to add a Lordy, or if you normal summon Lordy, to search Flute of Summoning Dragon, making an otherwise 3-card combo 2 cards. Let's move this skill over here and let's get straight into it. In this amazing deck profile, that'll also lead you a lot of wins. We have 3 Lordy. Lordy prevents your monsters from being targeted, and in this game, targeting and destruction is just about all we got, minus Amazoness Heirloom. Its attack may be small, but powered with Wonder Wand, it becomes 1700. Next, we have our second big monster of the deck. This is Blue Dragon Summoner. When it's sent to the graveyard, you search for your Blue Eyes White Dragon, and you can send it to your graveyard with Wonder Wand to draw 2 cards, so it's a +1 from drawing 2 and searching, or you can power it up to attack over some monsters without dealing too much damage to yourself if you're up against Amazoness Swordswoman. To round out the lower level monsters, it's Kaiba Man. It works in theory, and it also shows in practice, because you search a lot of your Blue Eyes White Dragons from Blue Dragon Summoner, or you happen to have an extra Blue Eyes in your hand, and Kaiba Man puts that on the field without wasting 2 cards to summon it. Moving on to the big bad boys themselves, we have 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. This is the strongest normal/low summon monster in the game currently. Its 3000 attack is unmatched, except by Heirloom and Amazoness Swordswoman, because those cards are the hardest thing you'll ever see in your lifetime playing this deck. To round off the monsters, we have 2 Tyrant Dragon. Some choose to play 1, but 2 is great. A lot of the players are finally migrating towards Amazoness, which is, in my opinion, the best deck in this format. It has an amazing mirror match and has an amazing match against dragons. Tyrant Dragon is their worst nightmare because you can attack twice over Heirloom with just 1 monster. That's it for the monsters. We're gonna go straight into the spells. I don't have the movies out of the way. It's a 22 card deck. Next, we run 2 Flute. Some people argue you should run 3, but a lot of decks are not maining Magic Jammer, especially on Dueling Book, so you don't have to worry too much about that. Or if you're feeling kind of, expecting or predicting that Magic Jammer, you play 3 of this and 2 of your Lord of Thieves. For the rest of the spells, we have 3 Wonder Wand. This card is a +500 attack, and it lets you draw 2. Some of the scariest opening boards from a Blue Eyes White Dragon is a Blue Dragon Summoner with Wonder Wand and a set Etaqua. Because if you can't stop it, then they can just attack you in the next turn, tribute it, draw, normal summon Lordy, summon Tyrant Blue Eyes, and they have a set Vigilance, then you just lose right there and there. And talking about Champion's Vigilance, we have 3 Champion's Vigilance right here. It is the only foil in the deck, and it deserves its rarity. This card is a win button for this deck. Now, the thing is, the reason why this deck isn't so good against Amazoness as it should be is because they can play around Vigilance by activating Village first, then normal summoning an Amazoness, and if you try to stop the normal summon, because it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, doesn't really matter where, it summons an Amazoness Swordswoman from its deck. So you have to be very, very, you gotta be careful with how you use it. The last of the traps are the best 3 traps in the game, Windstorm of Etaqua. This card it wins games, practically. It also allows you to play a more defensive game and a defensive approach, like this build, because it uses Blue Dragon Summoner and Wonder Wands. Now you may argue that 20 cards is way better than 22, but you do so much searching and drawing in this deck, you really don't want to deck out against some decks, because some decks like to stall, like Gravekeepers. You can almost always win with your sheer amount of dragons in this deck. Now, this channel is all about speed dueling, and we'll be having a lot of different deck profiles on here as well as duels. And I'm thinking maybe a few information topic videos to help explain speed dueling to new viewers. And if you're into that stuff, why not consider subscribing?